friends, it is Mrs. P. I am here to do my monthly budget for March. I'm also going to do the first week of March because just for lack of days of the week and time, I'm just going to do it all in one. So this could potentially be a very long video. I apologize for that, but I want to go ahead and get all of that done today. I am filming this early. This is Sunday. My husband and my daughter are not home, so it gives me plenty of time to do this without interruption. If you are new here, and I do have some new subscribers, I am a teacher. I'm a mom of 3 kids. Two of our boys are out of the house. They're living on their own and adulting very nicely. And we have one daughter still at home. She is a freshman in high school, and she's 14. So that is our budget. My husband and I both work full time. We run the princess from all of her multi sports and things that she is involved in. I am not going to complain because one day that's going to stop and I will miss it. I really will, because I know that right now without the boys, they were in baseball and basketball. I mean, just all the things too. And I really miss that too. So I know there's going to be a day that's all over and I'll have to rely on the grandkids to keep me busy. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So this is going to be for March. I'm going to go ahead and get my calendar. This is where I always start with my budget. It is for March, but our budget for March actually starts at the end of February. So I'm going to go ahead and write the last 2 days of February on my calendar because we budget from Thursday to Wednesday because my husband gets paid on Thursdays. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with just highlighting the weeks that we are going to budget with, because that is the easiest way for me to plan out our week-to-week budget. I do it like the budget mom. I actually was doing this before, not the highlighter method, but I was budgeting week to week, and I would kind of do it in a very similar like method. So anyway, I am familiar with this. I hope you guys are too. It just makes it easier, especially when you're going to set up your budget. It's easy just to look at the weeks. It is still possible to miss things, and I do make mistakes, but you know, we're all human and that happens. So for March, we are going to have 5 weeks. Now, some people call that a magic month. Let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it is not a magic month for us. I don't know if that's just when you're a bi-weekly budgeter, if that's how that works. But, and this will go into April actually. But that's just, we will have a little extra income, but we still have our weekly bills and expenses that we have to cover. So it really doesn't mean a whole lot for us to have 5 weeks. In fact, I kind of like it less because it just, I don't know, it just throws me off a little bit. All right, so that's the first thing I do is highlight the weeks. Then I go through, and I always look at the previous month to make sure I don't forget anything. And I just go ahead and start writing those in. I'll go ahead and zoom you in. That way you can kind of watch me. Sometimes I speed through this, but I'm not going to do that. All right, so we have some of the some of the February bills in the end on this budget, and that's just because of how they fall at the end of the month. So we have a Mr. P hobby and the YouTube premium that we have to budget for twice this month. Then we start with our regular payments. We've got our mortgage. We've got the truck payment, Wells Fargo, which is our current Snowball card, and Farm Bureau. That's our insurance. We have Microsoft, which is my daughter's account that she plays online with her friends, and then our orthodontist bill. This is our last payment, so that one will not be here anymore. We will have that, her braces paid off. She does have them off now, and her teeth are absolutely beautiful. All right, so that is those days. Then we've got on the 3rd, we've got our Google storage. We've got Tidal, which is my husband's like music program that he uses for DJing. That's like his side hustle. He does have 2 events in the next week, so he will get just a little bit. They're more volunteer than anything because they're for school dances. And, you know, he just charges a little bit just because it's a lot of work. But he won't make a whole lot from those. All right, then Mr. P Hobby down here. This is the regular. We've got 2 of those, 161, 149, and those are just like things that he pays for with his music and stuff. iRobot is here. Let's see here. We don't have anything this week, which is crazy. Then we have Netflix. We have the power, which I do not know how much the power bill is for March yet, but I'm hoping it is less than it was in February. It hasn't been as cold. Verizon, and then we skip down here to the 26th. We have my student loan. Hate that thing. Apple storage. Mr. P Hobby. This is the one we have to pay twice this month, and YouTube Premium. And then Farm Bureau, it's coming out a little bit earlier than the first. Is that how you spell Bureau? All right, so anyway, that will be, you know what, as I'm looking at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm thinking that I might need to do this week in April, because the reason I'm saying that is because we're going to have our mortgage and everything coming out right here. I don't know. I'm going to just leave it like this for now. All right. So anyway, that is that. It'll work itself out. The bills will get paid. All right. I've got this in the wrong order. Next should be our monthly overview. Oh, where is it? Oh, I've got it way back here. I really do have this in the wrong place. All right. So this is the next thing that I do. I will take all of those bills from the monthly calendar, fill them in here, plus our variable expenses, our savings, and everything that we need to pay in the month. So I'm going to zoom you in. I have changed this template a little bit, and you will see when I get to the categories what I did. So this is going to be for March. So March 2025. All right. So we have, let me get my draft. We have Mr. P income. And he is going to get 5 paychecks, so that's $5,000. Mrs. P, mine will be around $34.85. And then other, that's just payments that my boys make, my father-in-law makes, my mom makes, things like that. And that's going to be $465. Okay, so then this is $89.50 for our income for the month of March. All right, so then I go down to my bills and expenses. These are things that we pay regardless. They are just bills that will come every month. So we've got Mr. P Hobby, because that is the end of February payment. So that's $49. Then we have the YouTube. This is our premium subscription, and that is $25. Mortgage. I am expecting the mortgage to go up because of the escrow. We did not have enough for the escrow, so I'm just every month I'm waiting for that to come out. I don't know when it will go up. I need to look back and see what month it went up last year. All right, Microsoft, that is $22. Google Storage is $3. You've got my car wash, which is, I found out that I'm in like a grandfathered plan, so I'm getting a pretty good deal on this. Live 360 is $9. Mr. P Hobby is $61. iRobot is $32. Netflix, $17. Power, I am estimating $400. That is our internet and power and outdoor lighting. Spotify, 13. Verizon, $441. Apple storage is 10. Tidal, which should have been up toward the top, but I forgot to put it in, so that's 22. Mr. P Hobby, this is the second payment. YouTube, second one, this is going to be for March, 25, and Farm Bureau, and this is the second payment for that, 166. All right, so all of these bills and expenses is $27.12. Okay, and then I moved down to my savings and sinking funds. I have already done the math on all of them. It took me quite a while because I am trying to revamp how I do things. Because in the month of February, I did not put a lot toward debt. And that was... There's a lot of different reasons for that. I kind of hit a, let me just move this up. I kind of hit a bump in the motivation road, I guess you could say. You know, when you've been paying on debt for several years, which this is our, let's see here. We did it a year before I started YouTube. So this is working on our third year of our debt payoff. And we've made a lot of progress. And we've made a lot of sacrifices. But it's like, I'm kind of tired of like putting all the extra money toward that. And that's kind of why I've kind of ventured over to savings challenges. I enjoy those so much. And so I know that in order for me to motivate myself, I need some inspiration. And so I follow Steph's on a budget. I follow Jamie Arian Budgets, Tara over at Life Over Debt, and there's somebody else, Tiffany at Budget with Tiffany. They all, and Champagne's Corner, like all of them use savings challenges to pay off debt. So I was like, I could do that too and make it more fun. And maybe that would like encourage me to kind of like get that. I don't know. I just feel like I'm tired of it. I'm tired of paying debt. And so I'm going to try this and see if that helps, because not that I don't want to pay off our debt. I really, really do. But I also want to start living, you know, I just think about like all the things that we used to do, I guess. Oh, I've messed that up. Going out to eat with friends and family. We don't hardly do that ever. You know, we just do it basically on birthdays or very special occasions. And I kind of miss it, you know, a little bit. I'm not a whole, like, it's expensive. And I don't want to waste money eating out. We have a birthday this month. But anyway, so that is kind of like where my head is. So you'll see. I'm going to try something new with that. All right, so our variable expenses are basically the same. We just have an extra week that we have to budget for, so that's why they're all increased a little bit, but all the categories get the exact same amount that they always have. My father-in-law's birthday is this month. We will probably take him out to eat. His birthday gift is probably going to be us taking him to a baseball game. He loves to watch baseball, so we'll go watch a minor league game, and I think that will be something really fun for all of us. So that the games don't start till April, so it will be like a birthday in April. His gift will be. All right, so then we have our debt. We have my car payment, but it comes straight out of my check. So the truck is $470. Wells Fargo, I have always just paid $75. That was the minimum payment when I first started, but it is much lower now, but I still would just pay $75 toward it. But we also put extra money toward debt. Ortho, the balance is $75. See, I keep messing up. Because my brain is like thinking of other things. All right, then my student loan, and that is $498. And so this section is $1,118. And this is what I added new to my budget template, is this extra debt payment. And this is where we're going to pay Wells Fargo. And I am planning on putting an extra $600 from our budget towards it. That doesn't include any extra money that I would get, or like if we finish like some mini Mondays or something for debt, then that will add even more to it. So that is what is new for this one. I just noticed that I have a typo here. I'll have to fix that. And then, so over here, okay. So this section is like where I like sum it all up. All right, so we've got our income. Our income is $89.50. Bill total was $27.12. Whoops, I didn't even write this. The savings total is $26.85. All right, so savings total $26.85. Variable total was $18.35. Debt total is $1,118, and then extra debt is $600. So if you add all of this up, it is $89.50, and that gives us a zero-based budget for the month. All right, so that is my monthly overview. I feel like I talked through that, and I didn't do a very good job with that, but sorry, guys. I apologize. This is probably not my best video. All right, so now I'm going to go back because I do have these in the wrong order. All right, so this is my sinking fund monthly plan. So this is where I just kind of break down all of the different categories in our sinking funds and then the savings that we're going to do. All right, so these are our cash variable expenses that are in my wallet. So groceries get $7.50, pets $100, household $100, Mr. P $125, Mrs. P $235, Miss P $75, eating out budgeting $100, and gas $350. I hope that I can stay within our gas budget because I looked at our schedule and like the first 3 soccer games we have are not home. That means we have to travel for them. So that means lots of gas. And speaking of, my car is currently in the shop. We finally dropped it off with the mechanic. He is going to look and try to fix my heat. He's going to change my brakes. He's going to try to find the leak that I have in the sunroof or in the windshield or wherever that is, because my floorboard, I went to go vacuum it out yesterday and it's been so cold, and then it had rained. My floor mat was frozen solid with water in it. I couldn't, it was like a block of ice. I couldn't even like vacuum it. It was awful. But anyway, he's going to look at all those things. I have no idea what to expect as far as how much it's going to cost. We've got just under $700 saved in the car maintenance fund. So I hope that that's enough. All right. Okay. Beauty is going to get, it's $80 for the month. Medical is going to get $175. That covers prescriptions and any kind of copays. Hopefully, we've been pretty healthy, so hopefully we don't have to go to the doctor anymore. I think my husband has one appointment, but his copay is $10. All right, sports, I'm going to say $150. Pool supplies, $25, and garbage, $15. So this total, and I don't have that over there, but you know what? I think I remember what it is, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. 150. 25 and 15, 445. All right, so this section is 445. Okay, and then over here, I'm not even zoomed in enough. All right, so for our more long-term savings, we've got subscriptions, which is 25. Propane is getting 15. School supplies, 25. Vet is going to get 75. Car tags, 50. Car maintenance, 100. And home maintenance, 175. All right, and that, I don't have the total for that either. Thought I was prepared, and I am not. is $465. I knew it was just a little bit off from the other one, $465. All right, so now I get to my savings. So we've got debt. I'm going to put $600 into challenges to pay off debt. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I've already picked out the challenges. I didn't buy anymore, even though I have a cart full of challenges that I want to buy from Etsy, but I was like, that's so silly to pay for challenges, because I was trying to come up with a theme like Jamie does and I think Steph does. But I was like, you know what, I'm going to use what I have. So I have my challenges all picked out. I just need to get them in the envelope, and then I will cash stuff, and then I will play challenges. And at the end of the month, I will pull every bit of money out of there, whether the challenges are finished or not. All right, so then my randomizer is going to get $175. I did go down on a lot of these so that I could go up on debt. All right, senior year gets $50. Vacation, I am putting it back in because it will make me happy. And it may sound awful to say that, but maybe that's why February was hard, is because we took out money for vacation. And like, I don't know, it just feels like when everything that you're saving is going to the emergency fund or to summer savings, which is not fun money, it's just living money, and debt, like it's, I don't know, I need something to look forward to. So we have booked a week at an RV park. It was super cheap, and it's got a lot of amenities, and so we will have our camper with our food. We will just use our grocery money to pay for food, and then we'll have a little bit of extra for spending to have a little bit of fun while we are there. So I camped for my vacations growing up, and I'm looking forward to it this year with my daughter. So that is what we're going to do. All right, health savings, $175. Health savings is going to cover any medical expenses that might arise. Like, we know we've got to have glasses. We know that my husband's got some issues with his hands, and he has some eye vision stuff going on. He does have good insurance, but, you know, we want to be prepared for anything that might come. All right, summer savings. I have to save for the summer, so $400 for that. Christmas, $200. I'm a mama that's not going to give up Christmas for her kids, so I'm going to budget for that. Wedding is going to eventually happen, so I have to save for that. Emergency fund, we've got to build it back up. Mini Monday, $150. I am going down on that, and then I've got my YouTube hop. These two help supplement like the debt and health savings and summer savings. So these are like just an extension of those savings. So anyway, and I don't have this added up either. So 600, 175, 50. $23.75. Okay, and I'm not going to do the monthly total because I don't have that calculated, and this video is going to be super long. All right, so that's my monthly plan for the cash part of our budget. And what else do I need to do? This I will do on my own because this takes way too long. So I'll do that one on my own. This is the weekly breakdown. So I take that monthly sinking fund totals, and then I break it down into how much each week gets. So I will do that off camera. So now I need to do my week 1 budget. So this is going to be the first week of March, and I have a draft. Hopefully I made it correctly, and you can see I did update this tracker or this budget sheet also. I've got debt here, then I have extra debt here, and then I have my rollover here, because before I just put the rollover in with the debt, and it didn't really make sense that way, so now it kind of makes more sense. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with our budget. So this is going to be from February 27th through March 5th. All right, so income, we have Mrs. P, my monthly income, which is $32.85. Mr. P should be $1,000. And other, he does have those 2 side gigs, and we will get money from my son for his phone payment. So that should be around $285. And then the total will be $45.70 for our income. All right, so then I go down to our bills. We've got Mr. P Hobby, which is $49. I feel like this is like repetitive because we've already kind of talked about some of these. YouTube Premium, $25. Farm Bureau, $166. Mortgage is $11.40. Microsoft is $22. Google Storage is $3. Tidal, which is that music app that he uses, $22. And Car Wash. It's not really an app, it's more of a program, like a software program, is $40. Car Wash. Okay, so this section is $1,467, which leaves us with $3,103 remaining. Then I go down here to my sinking funds and savings. And so for week 1, sinking funds gets $210, and savings is going to get $365. All right, so this total is $575, leaving us with $25.28. All right, now I'm going to go over to my variable expenses. We've got groceries. We've done really good on groceries. I've had several people ask me about doing a haul, like a grocery haul, because I spend so little at the grocery store. And I think it's because whatever grocery money I have left over, I save and I use it to buy meat in bulk at Sam's. And that's the way we get the best deal. Plus, we're only feeding 3 people. And we do a lot of like fend for ourselves nights when, you know, sometimes we don't feel like cooking. And so that helps too. Miss P, 15. Eating out, nothing. But I'm going to put that there just in case something happens. You know, we're human. Gas, 70. Hopefully that will be enough. I am driving the truck right now. And I filled it up already. And so hopefully it will last. All right, so this section is $350, and that leaves us with $21.78. And then I'm going down here to my debts, and we do have the truck payment. We have Wells Fargo, and we have the ortho. All right, so ortho is $75, Wells Fargo is $75, and truck is $470, and that's $620. And that leaves us with $15.58. I looked at that wrong. All right, so $15.58. Then we go down to extra debt, and that's the Snowball. And to begin with, I'm not just going to make the payment. I'm going to pull it out and put it in savings challenges, so it's fun. Just bear with me, guys. I need more fun in my life, I guess. All right, so that leaves $14.39. And then I'm going to do this. So rollover, which will just sit in the bank and wait for the next week, is $14.39, leaving us with $0 to play with. All right, so that is the budget for the first week of March. I keep wanting to say February because it says February there, but that's not true. That's March. All right, so now I've got my cash breakdown. Okay. I'm sorry, this is probably really boring to you guys. I apologize. Trying to squeeze in too many things, I think. But life is going to be busy this week. All right, so groceries, $150 is going to be 720s and $110. Pets gets 20, and that's $120. Household, Mr. P, Mrs. P, Miss P, eating out, nothing, and gas, 70, and that's 3 and 1. Okay, beauty, 20, which is going to be a 20. Medical gets 35, which is going to be a 20, a 10, and a 5. Sports gets 30, which is a 20 and a 10. Pool supplies gets 5. Garbage gets 15, which is a 1 and a 10 and a 5. All right, subscriptions, 5. propane 15, school supplies 5, vet 15, car tags 10, car maintenance 20, and home maintenance 35. I've got so many 5s. My bank teller is going to be, woo! She's not gonna like me. All right, debt. So we're gonna get 6 10s, 8 5s, and 21s because it's gonna be a new binder with new challenges, and that still may not be enough 1s. All right, 35 for randomizer, which, you know, the last couple weeks I've done like 80 and 100, so that's a significant difference. But, you know, we've got to, that's not our priority. It is important because we have some things in that binder, birthdays and gifts that we need to save for, but they're not more important than debt. All right, senior year gets its 10. That's going to go here. Vacation, I'm going to put 30 toward it, and that's going to be prop money. I'm just going to go ahead and send it straight to the high yield savings account. Health savings gets 45. That's going to be 120, 3 10s, 5 5s, and 5 1s. Summer savings is going to get 80, and that's going to be 120, 3, oh, health savings. Okay, I messed this one up. I bet y'all were screaming at me. But that doesn't make sense. Okay, so health savings gets no 10s. Okay, I did this really wrong. Okay. All right, health savings, 120, 2 5s, and 15 1s. Okay. 3 10s, 5 5s, and 5 1s. Okay, now I'm on track. All right, Christmas, I went down. It's 40 this week. 110, 5 1, or 5 5s, and 5 1s. Wedding is going to get 25, and that's going to be prop money. Emergency fund 50, which is going to be 2 10s, 5 5s, and 5 1s. Mini Monday I also went down on. That's going to be 6 5s. YouTube Hop is 20, which is 21s. Okay, all right. So only one almost mistake. All right. So I've already calculated all of these. So that's $75 $1. So that's $75. 45 5s, which is $225. That is 25 10s, which is $250. That is 22 20s, which is $440. And this total is $990. Whoops, $990. And if you add in, which I did not do, $990 plus the 30 plus the 25 is $1,045 that we're actually budgeting. And so this is what I'll get from the bank. I have put everything in the bank. I don't have any money to, recycle. So all of it will have to come from the bank. And I most likely will pull that out on Wednesday so I can do the cash stuffing that night. And so I'll have everything ready for Thursday. Because our first game is on Thursday and that's away. It's about an hour drive, so I need to have that ready. All right, so that is all in this binder. I need to do my meal plan. So I'll be right back. Let me go grab my meal plan binder and we will get started with that. Okay, I am back with my meal plan. I have literally done it in like chicken scratch on the back of my draft, my cash planning draft, but that's okay. So this is going to be from 2/27 through 3/5. So I'm going to go ahead and label my days. We've got 27, 28, and then starts March. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start with, we have a soccer game here, and we have a soccer game here. Okay, so I'm not going to cook those nights. I will pack something for myself, and my daughter will probably get something. She is not a big fast food person, so a lot of times if she has a game, she might get like a milkshake and french fries. Like that is like her. So it's always like $5. So She's easy. Not healthy, but easy. All right, so we're going to start with Friday. So Friday, I'm going to fix spaghetti. I'm going to fix a salad. And I'm going to have garlic bread. All right, so for this meal, I have the noodles, I have the meat, I'll need to get the pasta sauce. I need to get the salad mix, which is kind of like something I get all the time, like every week. And I want to get just the regular frozen garlic bread because it'll be easy. All right, then we've got Saturday. Saturday, I am going to do barbecue chicken. Hopefully it will be warm. My husband can grill that. Barbecue chicken. I want to do some baked beans and some potato salad. All right, so barbecue chicken. when I was at the store the other day, they had some reduced chicken quarters. That's like the leg and the thigh together. And when I say there was 4 humongous like quarters, and they were $2 and something. So I grabbed those, put them in the freezer. So that's what I'm going to use, like the chicken quarters. I am out of baked beans, so I need to get some baked beans. I need to get some potatoes for the potato salad. And I need to get some eggs. Boy, eggs are expensive. I have a coworker who asked if anybody would be interested in buying eggs from him. He was going to sell his fresh eggs from his chickens for $3 a dozen. I was like, sign me up, because that is an incredible deal for fresh eggs. All right, Sunday, I already have this in the freezer, have the turkey tenderloin. So I've already bought it. I just haven't used it yet. So turkey tenderloin, I'll fix some rice with that and some gravy and then some green beans and probably some rolls. Okay. Then Monday is soccer. Tuesday is going to be Taco Tuesday. And I'm just going to make just regular tacos. We have plenty of ground beef in the freezer. I've got taco seasoning. I've got taco shells. I've got all the fixins, cheese, all those things. So I'm just going to do that. I'm probably not even going to fix any rice with it. I'm just going to make tacos and throw some tomato. I might get some tomatoes. Like some little cherry tomatoes, and cut them up and put in mine. All right, and then Wednesday. Okay, this might gross some people out. But, so I was on social media the other day, and one of my friends had posted that he was under the weather, and his wife had made him his childhood favorite meal. And like it hit the spot for him. And when I saw him holding the picture up of what he was eating, like instantly it brought me back to my childhood. And he was having fish sticks. I don't know, guys. I don't even know what kind of fish is in those, but I want fish sticks so bad. And my mom always made fish sticks with mac and cheese and green peas. Those like went together. And I'm going to make those. So I'll need to get the fish sticks because I don't have any fish sticks. Mac and cheese I've got. I'll probably need to get some peas. And so I'm going to have fish sticks. Because I haven't had those since... I've had them as an adult. I've probably had them in the last couple years. I just can't remember. But, yeah, fish sticks. That's what I'm going to have. With ketchup, of course. So that is my meal. That is my budget. That is my plan. I will show you on my chicken scratch here. Okay, so this is my plan for my budget, not budget, savings challenges. So I am going to include a video on Fridays. So I'm going to do the Friday and the health savings, the weight loss box that I have from Hey K Budgets. So I'm going to do those on Friday. The wedding, because that's like literally just coloring in one little square. The senior year binder, which is also, or the challenge is also just coloring. And Judy's playing with friends, which this is Sunday. She did it and it was $17. So that's what I will be doing on Friday. All right. So then Saturday, I'm going to copy, steal, whatever you want to call it, Sick of Debt Saturday, like Jamie does at Jamie RN Budgets. So I'm going to do my debt binder and my summer savings on Saturday. Then on Sunday, I'm going to do my emergency fund, Christmas, the randomizer, and vacation. So this one will probably be my long video, but that's okay. So anyway, that is the plan. And then I will do my mini Mondays on Monday. Tuesdays, my budget with me, and Wednesdays, my check-in, and Thursdays, my cash stuffing. So pretty much a video every single day. And I will just keep doing it until I get tired of it, I guess. And you get tired of me, because sometimes it can be very boring and very, like I mess up a lot. But anyway, that is the plan. I hope you guys agree. I know I've gotten some commenters saying, you know, that I was not that serious about debt, paying off debt, because I'm not focused on it like I should be. And you know, I know that everybody's budget is personal, but they were right. February, I didn't fall off the wagon, but I just kind of strayed away from debt. But I am ready to get back at it. So anyway, here is the candle. If you're new here, that is a nickel that is in my candle. It started out as an accident that I dropped the nickel in the candle, and it has now become like part of my channel. His name is Nick. One of my subscribers named him. And every time I burn down a candle, I just transfer him into a new candle. So that is why the nickel's in there. But friends, thank you for watching. I'm sorry it was such a long video. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.